We know it's on. So here we go, my brother. You ready to do this? This you and I.
Yeah.
It's you and I.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we gonna do what it do.
Yeah.
Do what it do. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Do the flow. We get the flow.
Yeah, you know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I did try to get somebody
cold
here
one. It's a cold
young chick that
one.
did the
It's a cold one.
Just,
Oh, low-key, yeah.
Just get a young person. I want to just get a young person perspective.
Right.
I've been looking to the stars like I'm a
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. Switch it up. You know, I'm kind of switch it up. And then, like you said, get
I've
the
been hiding
feedback.
for myself because I try to
All right. What up?
All right, family.
What up, family?
What's up?
What up, family? Look like we're missing somebody, my brother.
I know. You know what I
Missing
mean?
somebody.
I know. It's hard. It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard.
But
You
you know,
do it?
we'll figure it out. But I'm wearing my, I got my NY hat. Representing for for the person that ain't here. I got the NY.
Who could that be?
Yeah, NY. NY. Miss Lisa Lee.
Baltimore.
Yes. Hello, Baltimore. What about? Yes, exactly right. You know what I mean?
So, we just chopping up today. We didn't schedule nothing. We ain't planning nothing big today, but we here just to chop it up, Eric and I.
Like we usually do.
Yeah, Eric, it's up to you. Tell the family who you are and tell them about something about yourself, my brother.
Hey, I'm Eric. They say I'm the quiet one, but
Jimmy the chat ain't on, my brother.
I'm just just living life. Living life. Yep. In the world, trying to figure stuff up.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how was your week, man? How was your week?
It was awesome. It was the same old.
Okay, we gotta. All right.
We're good. All right.
All right. I have to take care of something real quick.
Okay.
Jimmy, push camera 3 to Eric real quick.
We got some technical difficulties. All right. Yes, fam. So we missing Miss Lisa. She got some stuff to do, but it's all good. We gonna hold it down for her. See, like the show ain't doing what it's supposed to do because she ain't here. But we got this. We gonna improvise and get stuff going. Yep. We gonna do some housekeeping stuff. The remote is right there. We're gonna do some housekeeping stuff. We're gonna get the chat turned on. Yeah, get the chat turned on so we can talk to y'all. And as usual, give us some feedback. Holla at us. I don't even know the chat. I can't see the chat, but I know Miss April was out there because she always there. Our constant Miss April. So. We just gotta do a few housekeeping stuff and housekeeping things, and we're gonna get rolling in a minute. But family, glad to be back with y'all. Me and Dennis tonight, without Miss Lisa, and we gonna kill it.
All right. We're back. The chat is open. The chat is good. So go ahead. You were saying.
Yeah, I had a good week. My last couple of weeks was kind of jacked up. Of course, I blamed it on the moon. But I had a really smooth week so far. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. Everything went according to plan. Everything went kind of smooth. No big fires or whatever to put out. The usual work, family, kids, all that. So it was good. Thank God it's about to be Friday.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm looking forward to the Friday.
It's so bad that we got to say that, ain't it?
Exactly. Right. I know, but we there. Yeah.
Well, my name is Dennis.
Right.
And I had a big beef over the weekend.
Did you really?
Big beef, bro.
Did you really?
Mad as all
what happened? Who you fighting?
I was mad.
Who pissed you off?
Mad,
who pissed you off?
I'm a big boxing fan, bro.
Okay.
I am a big boxing fan, man. I'll buy a fight in a heartbeat.
Okay.
I went to a couple of fights, but I have not physically went to a big fight yet, but I'm going.
Okay.
But anyway, Charlo fought Canelo.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
I don't know,
Right.
But this big fight.
Right.
This one guy named Charlo.
Right.
Talk big cash, man. All years past, 10 years ago.
Well, that's what they do, though. Too. I feel like they all talk some shit.
I understand. You're absolutely right. They did their job.
You was believing it.
Hell yeah. This dude got in the ring, right? Charlo got in the ring, but he went up 2 weight classes.
Right.
I mean, he was went up 2 weight classes.
That's a lot too. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
He went up 2 weight classes, talking within 8-9 weeks.
Whoa.
Which is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Right.
So that's the point I'm going to make.
Right.
I was mad because I'm like, this dude ain't do shit. He didn't do nothing.
Right. He wasn't used to that being that big. I guess. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But I was on him until a guy said today. Guy named Fanon. I gotta give it up to Fanon. I watch him all the time.
Right.
This guy say Fanon. He said, "Y'all guys tripped me out." I was one of them.
Right.
He changed my mind.
Right.
Because I was on this dude, man. Say, man, waste my time, waste my money. Look at
I was about to say, you ain't putting no money on it, did you?
No,
you ain't bet. Okay, good.
Yeah,
well, heck yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
One guy said he had an analogy about the fight, right?
Right.
The analogy was like this. He said, look, and I was with him. Yeah, this motherfucker got in there. This guy ain't throw a punch.
He ain't do nothing.
He ain't do nothing but run all 12 rounds. The last 12 seconds or round 12, that's when you start throwing punches.
Oh, really? That's when he caught his. That's when he got his way.
So one guy said this analogy was like this.
Right.
Look, if I go by a lot of people saying, well, look, the guy went up 2 weight classes and all this. He said, I don't care. This was a guy named Showbiz. Yeah, I look at him a lot all the time too.
Right.
Showbiz said, look, if I go buy a car for a certain price, right? I'm not gonna say I didn't make this car. I'm gonna be mad if this car's a lemon. I don't want this guy. But then all of a sudden, this guy said something today.
Right.
It hit me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Look, man, everybody want to see these fights. Don't nobody know what's gonna happen." He said, "Instead of y'all guys out there complaining,
right."
He said, instead of these guys, y'all out there complaining about these guys going up to weight classes, try to be great, and then they couldn't perform.
And he can't, right?
You still should not really praise this guy, but you should give this guy credit, yeah, for instead of discrediting him,
right?
Still give this guy credit for even trying.
Yep, exactly.
He did go up there. He did get in the ring.
Right.
He found out. Maybe found out in the point it's useless and nothing he can do with it.
Right.
Just let me survive.
Right.
And that's what he did. Still give him credit for getting in there.
That's real life.
Because he did what he had to do to get there.
Yeah, he got in the ring. I mean, that's it. Like he got in the ring.
8-9 weeks get up to this weight.
Right.
Not only he had to get up to this weight, he had to perform at top notch with the best considered the best fight in the world.
Right. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a valid point. He got in the ring. He got in the ring. People can stand back and talk and
he
you know
said,
what I mean?
if y'all was to give this guy credit for fighting, if we would give this guy credit for fighting,
trying something.
Yep. Now making the next fight would not be as bad. Right. Yeah. Now, if I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna get all this flack, discredit, and then his other brother talking about his kids getting bullied and everybody talking about his value is going down, he's more good and all this. He said, now next time if a person wants to go and fight somebody like that, they won't do it. Because now the repercussion's not worth it.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, that's true.
Now that great fight we'll never see. Because we're not grateful enough to give this guy credit for what he's doing. So I'm gonna tell Charlo myself, and I'm gonna tell Charlo myself, I was one of the ones
that was talking trash.
Talking trash like this dude. And then you know how we do. If I was in there,
exactly. You gonna go up 2 weight classes, and I'm gonna knock him out.
I'm gonna throw my best and all that. You know how we do.
Right, exactly. Easier said than done. Easier said than done.
Charlo, if you ever see it, you see it, you don't. But I'm gonna say it anyway. I apologize, my brother. I apologize sincerely. Fanon, if you ever see it, if you don't worry about it. You changed my heart, you changed my mind, and now you're absolutely right. Man, we still should give this guy the credit for going in there and battling.
Right.
He went in there.
Right. And gratefulness, you said something about gratefulness, being grateful that we had to see a fight, you know what I mean? Gratefulness, we saw something different.
That's it.
Yep. He tried to entertain us.
That's it.
You know
That's
what
he did.
Yep.
He went in there, tried to entertain
and tried to entertain us and do something.
Die for my entertainment.
Yes. Exactly.
So I'm
You know what I mean?
for my forgiveness.
Right. No, that's pretty good.
Man. I had to do it publicly because everybody I talked to,
you was talking trash. Been talking trash.
Even at the barbershop today, no good sucker and all this. But you right, man. I apologize. I got to apologize to everybody. Anybody that y'all hear me talk trash about Charlo, because I know a lot of y'all there heard me. I know a lot of y'all heard me. I'm going to apologize for talking trash about this dude, man. This dude did something great.
Right.
He did great. He went out there. Of course, he got paid, but he went out there to entertain us.
Yeah. He tried.
He felt like, I don't know what he felt.
Right. Yeah.
But
right.
It wasn't up to my satisfaction,
right.
But he went out there and did what he could do.
Right, right.
He did the best he could do because he was there.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Right,
I
exactly.
hit by one shot.
Right, right.
And then one guy said Canelo hit him so hard they hit it all across the arena. So but anyway, that was my rant.
That was your rant. No, but I mean that's beautiful. Again, everything always ties in. Yeah, you know, kind of like you said, is the universal thing. Even when you say you don't know what he felt like, I mean, we know what he felt like, because that's the stuff we've been talking about. Man, you got something in your heart, go do it. You know what I mean? And so you know, we try in this podcast thing.
Yes.
We knocking it out. You know, it's scary. Yeah. It's different. We don't know what we're doing. Sometimes, you know, we got technical difficulties, but that's it. Just being out in the world, being heard. I think, you know, we all want the same thing.
Yes.
I mean, you know what I mean? We don't know how he felt, but also we know how he felt. It was scary. Like, man, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna go up two weight classes. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna try to write this book. I'm gonna try to write this song. I'm gonna try to, you know, do this art. You know, all the guests we had got the same story. You know what I mean? To new, you know, so we kind of, you know, empathy and acceptance and those gratefulness, those kind of things are important. You know, we can kind of say we don't know what he felt like, but also if we stop for a second, we do. If you stop for a second and be like, man, I tried some new stuff before,
and we in the same action, and
we're doing it and
fail.
You know what I mean? And you know, but right. So you know, and we needed somebody to be like, hey man, you know, good shot or whatever. You tried. You know what I mean? That's what we need.
There you go.
Support.
There you go, Charlo.
Yep.
Shot,
bro. Support. Yep.
Shot,
you know what I mean? At least you got in the ring. You got, and that's what it's all about.
You got in there. You got in there. And the good, the thing about it is, you left out of there unhurt.
Yep.
With your health.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You left with so that was my rant, man.
No, that's a good one.
Bro.
That's a good.
I was on them
that's
all
a good
week, bro. I was on them hard, bro. I was on them hard, but I'm asking him for forgiveness.
Right. Exactly. Yep. And for, you know, forgiveness is a good thing. I mean, that's interesting when you say forgiveness too. I think about I was reading something the other day. Falling Upwards, or whatever. Richard Rohr, he's like a Franciscan priest. Anyway, it's a good book. Falling Upwards is called. But forgiveness. So he was saying, you know, something like we talk about forgiveness. But mercy is another thing. I mean, it's kind of it's in the same line. Yeah. And you know, talking about mercy, maybe even being better than forgiveness, because forgiveness is, hey man, I see, you know what I mean? It's like, I said this thing, I did it, you know what I mean? It's going back like, what did you do, man? You know what you got to be forgiven for? So you got to explain all this stuff. Hey man, can you forgive me because I did this is it. And mercy is just like, man, I don't even, you know what I mean? I don't even know. Yeah, you know, it's done. Like, we don't even got to talk. I love you. We don't even have to talk about it. Yep. We don't even have to talk about it. I mean, that was something deep I heard last week. And it was kind of, you know, made me think about something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mercy, forgiveness, you know. So forgiveness is cool, but like I said, you gotta go back and say, what are you forgiving me for? Yeah. And no. You gotta do penance. You gotta beg. Say sorry.
Canelo didn't show him no mercy.
Yeah, exactly.
Canelo didn't show him no mercy.
Mercy would have been just walking away.
He just forgive him, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, come on. You gonna get paid back for talking all that trash.
No doubt.
Yeah, you get your payback.
No doubt.
But this is deep.
Yeah, that was my rant for the week, bro. That was definitely my rant. That was my rant.
That was
Other than that, man, life is good, man. Yeah, but I do want to get on the subject of why we talking about forgiveness.
Yeah.
Why we talking about forgiveness? No, before I talk about that, there was another thing that happened, right? And I need for the family to understand what we're doing here also. Right. On the Facebook page, Bmore Pod, I am posting a lot of stuff about blacks and about the history and what we did and where we came from. Right. And I heard somebody say the other day that looked at the Facebook page, they said, why you posting all this black stuff up there?
Right.
And then they said, well, what are the other people going to think about it? You don't want one set of audience. And I said, I don't. I want everybody, because I want to know everybody is the same. Everybody got the same greatness inside of them. Everybody, if you got a talent inside of you, everybody got the same greatness, greatness inside of them. But what I want people to understand why I post that, because I read Arthur Blank's book.
Right.
Oh, you know who Arthur Blank is?
Yep, I've heard him. Yep.
Arthur Blank is the founder with two other business partners of Home Depot. Right. They went through a lot of trials and tribulations. They got down to the last week. They ended up paying $200,000 back before, and even down they started in the West Coast. Right. But by the time, because some couple of series, about 5 series was closing, they ended up in the they want you to hide your blackness. That's true, and I agree. But the real thing, the reason I'm doing it, because I could have did the Thomas Edison. I used Thomas Edison as an example last week about how he did and what he did do his thing. And first thing somebody said was he stole it from the black. So then I could do Henry Ford. Henry Ford, they said he was dumb, he was ignorant, and they try to give him all these technical questions so to prove his smartness. He said I don't need to know none of that. He said I can push a button on my desk. He said I can push a button on my desk to get any question. I'm gonna see the chat that says we have to stop being afraid of being black. I agree 100%. But the reason I use a lot of black people up there that did something great, is because if I would use, I could use Steve Jobs. I could use any of these. They are great men. I could use Mark Cuban is a good one. These guys are awesome. But the reason I didn't use these guys, because all thing they're gonna say is, oh, they did this and they had this and they were who they were. But I use people, and I want everybody to know I got them on Facebook, because I use people that you cannot say they had anything. These people that I have up there, most of them start out as 3/5 of a man. Wasn't even considered a human. They did not. What they didn't do. And I had a couple. I got other people up there. I even got up there where the blacks from 1740. No, from 640 to 1400s. They ruled Spain. They ruled the Roman Empire. The reason I'm posting all this stuff on Facebook is because I'm letting people know I don't care what color you are, I don't care where you come from, you can overcome anything that you want to come. One of them, I got a slave in there with his foot in a
shackle.
And that ain't a shackle. They got a concrete pillar. And put his foot in a concrete pillar and put a stick through his foot. And the caption said, we have nothing to complain about.
Yep.
So what I'm telling everybody is not, you say our history is just important as the white man's story. That's absolutely true, but I'm putting it up there not because it's a white and a black thing. It's a thing on the inside of a person.
I mean, it can apply. Yeah, it can apply to. I mean, again, that's what we've been talking about. It can apply to anybody.
I don't care what kind of excuse you have. All you have to do is look down inside, and that's why I'm posting all that stuff. Our history is important because you look at at my Facebook. You look at our Facebook page. We'll go back and you see every emperor that ruled the country, ruled the world on this. So now you can't look at yourself anymore and say, look what they always putting us through. No, you can't look at that no more.
Some people rose above it,
and so that's the reason I got it on Facebook. So if anybody out there that's saying that my Facebook is all about black people, it's not. It's about people that overcame any obstacle that they came. And the reason I haven't put anybody else up there yet, because you cannot say, oh, they did it. If I take Arthur Blank, Arthur Blank, he's the owner of the football team now, the Atlanta Falcons now. But you don't know how much trouble he had trying to get Home Depot funded. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how much he had a $200,000 loan come due, and he didn't have a dime to pay.
Right.
He couldn't pay.
Yeah. I mean,
but if I would told somebody that, this way he went out and got $200,000.
Right.
But you can go out and get $200,000 and don't have no idea how to pay, and he had to furnish every store.
Right.
He didn't say how he didn't know how to furnish the store, so everything, all he did was bought enough stuff just to put on in. Every box was
box, exactly. Put boxes. I remember that story.
Every boxes was empty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so now, but I didn't use them yet because a lot of people looked at them. They made it because of.
Right.
They didn't make it because of. They made it in spite of.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I want to tell somebody. Why you all this black stuff up there? It's not black stuff. It's a talent thing. It's what's inside of you.
Right.
And that's all. That's what it's about. It's not. I don't care what color you are, but you can look at the people that was at their lowest point.
Right. Yeah.
And you see they overcame even at the lowest.
Right. And like I say again, it's the universal truth. Like we all we all go through some stuff. Like like you say, talk about the boxer. Yeah. We all know what it feels like to be low. We all know what it feels like to be scared. To try something new.
Yes.
To you know what I mean. Like again, and it's not comparing hardships because I mean there's something for everybody's got something. Everybody's got something. And you can kind of look at it and try to compare, but it's the moral of the story is just work hard inside of you.
Yes,
whatever's inside of you, bring it out.
Somebody told me something, right? They said, I tell a person once I hear it once, it's mine. So, so what I'm saying by that is, they said opportunity lies in hard work.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it can. It can. You just got to do it. You got. You know what I mean. You got to do it.
Opportunity lies in hard work.
Right. Yeah, you got to just get up and do it. I mean, again, it's hard. All of it is hard. I mean, it is. It is hard, but you just one foot at a time, one step at a time.
And the ultimate thing is do your best.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And the good thing about doing your best, though, is this, and this go back to Charlo also.
Right.
Your best is not always going to be the same because opportunity lies in access.
That's part of it.
Yes,
that's part of it.
I agree.
That's part of it.
I agree. But I agree with you. But if you can have access, if you don't work hard at it, you still gonna blow the opportunity. Right. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Be loved.
Do you agree with what I just said? About that, about if you can have access, but if you don't work hard with that access, you still blow that opportunity, or you won't take advantage of the opportunity,
or you won't even see it. So sometimes you won't even see the access if you're focused on something else. If you're not in the right. There's a story about. Like two people moving to this town or visit this town, thinking about moving to it. So they, talk to the elder, Zen elder. It could be any elder. And the guy says, "Hey man, I'm thinking about moving to this town." And the elder says, "Well, how was your last town? What's wrong with the town you live in now?"
I hear that story.
Right? And he said, "Well, it was crappy, man. People suck. Everybody was stupid and evil, and you know what I mean. Like I got to move in there. Everybody was hateful and ignorant." And so the guy said, "Well, this town is pretty much about the same. So you don't want to move here because everybody here is crappy." And the other guy stepped up and said, and he said, "Man, I'm thinking about moving to town." And the elder said, "Well, how was your last town?" He said, "Man, it was beautiful. It was nice. Everybody was friendly. Everything was good, lovely town." And the elder said, "Well, you're gonna love it here. Everybody's the same." Yes. So a lot of stuff is in your perspective, how you look at stuff. And
you didn't finish the story though.
Exactly.
Then the guy that was with the guy, this wise man that you're just talking about, he asked him, "Why did you tell one man that the town was crappy, and you told the other man
the town was good?" Right. Yeah. I think it was self-explanatory, but that's why I did that. But exactly. Right. And it's all in your outlook. It's all in your outlook. If you kind of expect things to be a little crappy, there's reality, and then there's if you kind of expect it to be crappy, it kind of a lot of times it is. If you expect it to be good, or like they say again, whether you can or you can't. What if you say if you say you can't, you can't. If you say you can, you
can't. A man that
can't.
say he can, and a man that say he can't.
Right.
They're both right.
Right. And of course, acknowledging, like you said, acknowledging access and acknowledging all the stuff.
Part of it.
That's part of acknowledging all those things.
Yes.
But also, that's another side of the coin.
Yes.
Like looking for opportunity.
Yes.
Not dwelling on. I mean, it's there. I mean, we can't deny it. I mean,
That's
again,
true.
we're it's here. Like we two black men in America or whatever. There's a million obvious things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then but so it's there. Nobody's gonna deny it.
I don't see racism though.
Right.
Do you?
You don't see racism?
I don't.
I don't know. I mean, it's there, but
Do you see it?
I mean, I don't look for it.
Say no comment.
No comment. There you go. That's what I'm doing. But no, I mean,
I see ignorant people though.
Right. Yeah. Ignorant people, scared people. Same thing. Scared people. Yeah, I see ignorant people.
See, I gotta get my.
Donna say your prescriptive. Your perspective and show your perspective and show up to be consistent. You're a master of your life. Yep,
okay, I like
Donna.
that. I like that.
Yep,
I
Donna.
like that.
Thanks, Donna.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Like
perspective, everything.
Yeah,
perspective can be everything. It can be a big part of it. Yeah. So it's all of it. It's all in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to somebody today, right? And like I said, I started this. We started this because of our past.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because whatever your past was your past. Whatever my past was my past.
Right.
If your toe hurt, my hand hurt, it's still pain.
Right.
And my pain is worse than your toe.
Right. Exactly. Because it's yours. Exactly. It's yours. Right.
Because it's mine.
Right.
But and then I did it because of my father.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then that was one guy, man. I remember I used smartest man in the world, but I didn't know how smart he was until I walked in his footsteps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did not know how smart this guy was until I walked in his footsteps. He said, I'm gonna tell you what he told me one time, man. I was a bad kid, whatever, for obvious reasons, you know what I mean? And he told me one time.
He's still bad, goddamn.
He's damn right. Yeah, that shit right. But anyway, you got that right. He told me this what he told me. I'm a little kid now.
Right.
He said, man, this what he told me. And these are words that stuck with me, man, all my life.
Right.
And I should have took them in a different way when I was younger. But this is what he told me, just like this. He said, I don't owe you nothing. He said, he said, you came out of my nut sack and that's all I owe you. That's all I owe you.
Right.
He said, the rest of it you owe yourself.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it sounds harsh, harsh. Right. It sounds harsh, but
it's the truth.
Right. Yeah.
Then he told me some stuff like this, man. That
like
really,
Donna said, perspective.
It was the truth. But as a kid, you look at this and say, man, this dude, this is hard.
Right.
But then, and then we're getting back on forgiveness because of that situation.
Right.
Then he would say some stuff like this. Nobody's gonna give you nothing. Mother may have, sister may have, brother may have, and father may have, but God bless the child has his own.
Right.
So I'm like, what does all this mean? And I hated it for that. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for him, I would be such and such and such and such.
Right.
Wasn't for them, I would do such and such and such and such.
Right.
Until I really sat down and thought about it is, we got our own house, right? I am blessed to have my house because I ain't got to worry about sleeping on the street.
Right.
I ain't gonna have to go about begging nobody for nowhere to live. You know what I'm saying? Then he made me do this, take responsibility for my own actions. Yeah. Because one things that, and then another thing.
That's important. Yeah.
Take responsibility. He said they're gonna talk about you. He said his favorite words was, "What make you any special?" They talked about Jesus Christ. They talk about you. So what made this? Well, you ain't no special. You no more special than him. So we take your licks and keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. I mean,
that right there. But when you was a kid, man, I don't want to hear that mess.
Exactly. Perspectives. And I mean, even parents, again, I mean, they were, they're doing the best they can. They were doing the best they can. What they knew, the best that they could.
Book. Moles in the mirror.
Right. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we had an author here. Yeah,
the author said that moles of mirror. He can only do what he was taught.
Yeah. You know, they're doing the best they can, and or even like they say too is they were doing it for the first time. You know what I mean? They ain't had no son before. It was, you know what I mean? They all doing it for the first time, trying to figure it out. You know, we as parents the same thing. I mean, you know, we kind of do the best we can. We try. It's our first time doing it. We're gonna stumble. We can, you know, but again, forgiveness. Mercy.
And that's the most important thing.
And perspective in it, so you can kind of dwell on it. You can kind of, you know, again, the way you look at it, you can kind of say, "Hey, man, he was evil," or also you can be like, "Hey, I'm grateful. You know, he had a roof over my head.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, grateful that I wasn't sleeping on the street. You know what I mean?
You know,
it's all perspective.
He didn't sugarcoat. He didn't lie to me.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't sugarcoat it, and he didn't lie to me.
Yep.
And it was up to me how I was going to take the truth.
Right. Yeah. You know, and we're all different, and it you know, it hits differently, and I mean, my dad always say, "Dude, like, just, you know, be the best you can, man. Just whatever you're doing, I don't care what you do, just be the best you can at whatever you're doing," and you know, that was kind of it.
That's another thing he said, man.
You know what I mean?
And what really put it, that's another thing he said was that he said, "I don't care what you're doing."
Yep.
He said, "I don't care." Hello, April. How you doing? What I missed? You missed the whole
exactly.
In here. What's up, man? We missed you.
Right.
We were talking about you soon.
Exactly.
We said we know April.
We knew it. We knew it.
We were just talking about. We doing do a little recap. Tell April we were talking about. Or I tell you what to do, April.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what to do, April. Cause we can't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Once it's over, go and rewind that thing. Go ahead and look at it, and you know what to do for me.
Right. Exactly. You are day one. You want our day ones.
We talking about forgiveness. We talking about perspective.
Right.
We're talking about when somebody give their all.
Giving your all. Right.
When somebody giving their all.
Right.
Be grateful for them giving their all.
Right. Yep.
You know, we go back to your every day is not gonna be your best.
Nope.
The book, The 4 Agreements, talk about that. He said, always do your best whatever you do. Never take nothing personal.
Right.
Always do your best.
Do your best.
He said, but the thing about it is, a lot of us I'm one of them, man. If I used to, I make a mistake, man, I get something wrong. I said, oh God. What they say? Sorry, y'all. I'm exhausted. That's fine, April. We thank you for this.
We love you.
With us. We love you, man. Love you, family.
We
thank
good.
you. Just checking in with us. Hey, just tell a friend. Look, don't forget to tell a friend. Tell them to subscribe, share, like, and do all that stuff, man. That's so true. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Yeah, so I don't know what
she said. She said I read that book quarterly. Yeah, that's an awesome.
The book. 4 Agreements. That's right. Yeah, exactly. 4
Agreements. Yep. It says, and this what put it. My father always told me, do your best. Right. He said your best is good enough. Mm-hmm. But what he didn't, what he really didn't, the 4 Agreements put an exclamation point on it when it says, your best is good enough, but your best is not gonna be the same every day.
Right.
Today you might have a cold.
Right.
The day you might be sick. The day you might not get no sleep last night and you're tired.
Right.
So but whatever you do your best at that point.
At that moment. Right.
And
at that moment.
it's good enough.
Right.
It's good enough.
Philosophical. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We're more than just a pretty face. Donna, we more than a pretty face, Donna.
But that helps too, though.
Right. Exactly.
That definitely helps. I'm impeccable.
Be impeccable with your word.
Be impeccable with your word.
Exactly.
That's the book.
Right. Be your word.
That's the book.
Yep.
That's the book. And you're right. Yep. Do you remember the other 4, the other 3?
School us, April. Remind us. Let me say that way.
Take nothing personal.
Yep.
If somebody say something to you they don't like, you don't know what they're going through.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. It's them and not you.
It's them and not you. Don't take it personal.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's an awesome book, man. I love that book.
Yeah,
that is the greatest book in the world, man.
Right.
That's the greatest book. And I read a lot of them, but that one book there, that book really changed my life. Because it deals with self.
Right.
Nobody else.
Yeah, exactly.
And the guy that did it, that wrote the book, he's Aztec.
Right.
But what he does, he uses a lot of the Bible scriptures to interpret to put in line with the Aztec ways.
Right.
But the thing about it is, I'm sorry, I'm cooking laugh out loud. It's all good. It's all good. Go ahead, do your thing. We just appreciate you. We love you.
Send us a plate though.
Yeah. The gift that book offers.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Shares,
That's one awesome book.
Yep.
Man, that's one. And he's Aztec.
Right.
But it's no different than your Buddhism.
Exactly. That's where I was gonna go with that. Yeah, I mean the universal truth, man. Like I said, same water, just a different well.
That's
you can dig over there, you're gonna come up with the same thing.
Water. Yes.
It's the same thing. Somebody dig over here, somebody dig over there. Just the same water. Even talking about not taking stuff personal. There's also an exercise that you do too. Like you hear something or whatever. I mean, is it true? You know what I mean? Like the questions you ask yourself: is it true? Is it helpful? Is there anything I can do about it? So a lot of people get distracted by what somebody else said.
Yes.
And you're like, is it even true? You know what I mean? Before you even start reacting and whatever, you know what I mean? It's just be somebody just said some crazy stuff. You don't, like we talk about the fighter. Oh man, that dude's a bum. Whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? It can get to you, but is it true? You know what I mean? Is it even true?
Yes.
Or is it even helpful to even think about it? Like I don't care what Dennis say. I'm in the ring. I'm fighting. You know what I mean? So like those type of things help. Just kind of help. Like you said, it's about self. And same thing to the Buddha. That's why the Buddha is like it's all about self. Self actualization. That's why I love it. I'm Buddhist leaning is what I like to say. But the principles are the same. You know what I mean? Like ye are gods, like the Bible said.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They say if you want some good books that center blackness, check out books by Dr. Wade Noble, Dr. James
Henry Clark. Right.
If you want study these same topics you all discuss. That's
awesome. We'll check it out.
I tell you what, send those books. We'll try to get them off the chat, but the chat been like disappearing on us. So if you can send those to either the email or to our Instagram, so everybody need to get these books that are good. Cause I'm telling you, these books changed me, man. Yeah. Cause I was the one I ain't had no forgiveness.
Right.
I was so down and all on myself for whatever I did.
Right.
And I felt bad because I was bad.
Perspective again. Perspective.
My perspective. I was bad.
The bibliography.
Yeah.
Right. We got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Or even the comments. Like you can probably put in the comments in the Yahoo.
Yeah. Put in the comments.
In the comments in Yahoo, and then we'll see it.
Because not just us. Everybody need to see these books, right? Because those books. I mean, even down to everybody. Autobiographies are the best thing in the world because man, I'm telling these autobiographies.
Right.
Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personal. Yes.
Yep.
Don't make assumptions. Yes.
Always do your best.
Always do your best. Those are the 4 agreements right there.
And I mean, just even talking about it, we went through all of that.
Yes.
Just even bring, I mean, so that's the stuff is universal. I mean, it helps when it's in a package in a book. But we know it. I mean, most of the stuff you really know already. You know what I mean? If you just stop and think and you know what I mean? Because we talked about it.
I agree. It's a difference. Those things. You can know something, right?
Right.
But that's why when I get down, first thing I do, I put on some motivational.
Right.
Whatever motivation, I don't care who it is. Be proud of your blackness. I agree with you 100%.
Yes.
I agree with you 100%.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, man, I throw on some motivational stuff, man.
Right.
I throw on somebody said, man, I went through hell and high water, but I stayed in there. I got it, and then I got these stuff that's hype though.
Right. Exactly. Right. And again, we're all different, but yes,
that's what I need.
That's what you need, right? You know what you need.
And you say, I did it. I can do it.
Right.
I'm that little engine that could.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I went through that, and I went through this, and just hang in there. Just go one more, two more.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that helps me. And if I put on a book, almost everybody that's successful in life, man. I'm saying success, using that term loosely.
Right. Yeah. It's different to everybody.
Success is different for everybody.
It's different to everybody.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that term loosely.
Right.
But went through something.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody.
That's life. That's the meaning. That's the definition of life.
Everybody.
That's it. Change up and down.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Everybody went through something, and that means if we go through, it'll make you appreciate where you are and what you got.
Right. Yeah. It gives you some perspective.
You go back to perspective for them.
It gives you some perspective. Yeah. I mean, like I said, those universal truths are important.
Knowing and doing is two different things. I agree.
Yep. And again, two things like the Taoism is another like Eastern religion, but they talk about the Wu way, like the middle way too. Okay. Like so, just staying focused, staying on your thing. Like you said, I mean, you like to be hype, but don't be too hype, don't be too low. I know exactly, you gotta be hype. Yeah, exactly. But in the middle. But like you say, just doing. So like Donna's saying, doing is the and Buddhism is just doing. It's daily with every breath. That's the work with every breath. Okay. I mean, it's not gonna be easy. Like you said, you need motivation, right? Whatever it is you need, whatever people need is daily. Is with every breath. Is not. I mean, the Bible's the same way. It's what you gotta go to church every Sunday and kind of re-get it. Talk to Jesus. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but some people. That's what I mean. Some people, right? Like what we talk about. Some people, you got to get re-upped on it.
Ain't getting on that church.
Well, exactly. You got to re-up it. But just the universal truth. All the religions, you got to re-up.
Word though.
Yeah, you got to re-up. You're right. You got to re-up, and it's every day, and with every breath.
I agree with you.
With every, what I mean. So it's not going to be easy. So like, it's not going to be like you're going to read a book, read a motivational thing one time, be done. Like Donna said, I mean, knowing and doing is something different. So you need that, you need that constant thing. Steady is the way, and it's beautiful.
So man, today is the first day you and I sat down and chopped it up like this.
I know, in a while. That's how. But you say that's how we started. That's where the brain of the whole thing. That was the brainchild's whole thing. I remember back in wherever it was, a long time ago. A long time ago. 5, 6 years. Yep. When we started this thing, we were gonna do this, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is another lesson. You know what I mean?
It is, man.
We jumped into it. They didn't know what the heck we were doing.
Yeah. But they say this is the stuff that needs to be taught in school. I agree with you, and at home I agree with you. Right. Okay, what you said moved on me. What you say?
Donna, exactly. Yeah, she's balance. Exactly.
The Wu way. I installed these principles in my teenagers so much as to drill in her the traditional parental do's and don'ts and that's awesome. Donna, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
I mean that's why we're talking about it.
That's why we're talking about it.
That's what we're doing. That's the whole point. Technical difficulties back there, but whatever, we don't care.
I think this is a good conversation, man. I think
that's what we want.
I think this is awesome because I think it's like I said, it's all on the inside of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's on the inside, and if you get these principles down, man, you can accomplish anything you want because your success is not my success.
Right. Exactly.
And money is definitely not success. So you guys are doing great. Thank you, Donna. We appreciate it.
Yep.
We appreciate
Thanks, Donna.
it. Did you think him and I need to get up here and fight? I'm just playing, my brother. But but success lies into each individual.
Right. It's different. It's different for everybody. Yep.
Well, we're not gonna worry about it. We're not even worry about that. That's all good. Right. But success lies into each individual.
Right.
You take Mother Teresa.
Right.
They say she was the happiest woman in the world.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. There's some stuff behind it. Yeah, right.
I don't know anything else about her. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I truly don't know anything else about her.
Right.
I know absolutely nothing.
There's some stuff going. Like you just said, everybody's got some things. But go ahead. Finish your point. I'm sorry. Finish your point.
But what I'm saying is, she was happy doing what she wanted to do. That was her success in giving. Of course, I don't care what you do. Where you at, how you feel. I don't care what color you are, how big you are, how short you are, how rich, how poor. Everybody goes through.
Right. Exactly.
Everybody goes through.
And then this is a little dark, but there's there's another saying too. Whatever it is, whatever it is you got to do to keep you from jumping off a bridge. You know what I mean? From jumping off a bridge, and put it that way. To put it simply, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever your heart desires, whatever you like, get into it. And it's okay. Whatever you're doing that keeps you from jumping off a bridge, that's a thing, you know what I mean? Or giving up, whatever you're doing that keeps you from giving up, another way to put it, that's it, you know what I mean? It is in your heart.
Thank you, April. We appreciate that. April said, really great platform. Look, man.
Share it. Love it.
Share
like
it.
it.
There you go.
Like,
share it, love it,
share
like it, man. Y'all put it out there because this is what this platform about. This platform is strictly about self.
Right.
We're not gonna point the finger at nobody like I did. Point the finger at Charlo. That fight ball was bad. I can't point the finger at him. I'm gonna ask for his forgiveness again.
Mercy,
man.
he got mercy. Don't worry about it. Mercy, we want mercy. Yeah, mercy.
The point I'm making is anybody can come out here and do anything, make you. It's enough for everything else.
Right.
We try to give somebody a new perspective on themselves.
Right.
We want people to look. We want people to do two things. One of them, we want to look in the mirror and tell that person in the mirror that you got greatness inside of you. Anything you want lies inside of you.
Right.
And another thing we want you to do, we want you to look at the windshield when you sit in that car. I want you to take your life like a car. I want you to look at the windshield. Just glance at that rearview mirror, what's behind you every now and then. Make sure that everything is okay back there.
Right.
Because every time you're looking at, if you stay looking at the rearview mirror, you're gonna crash and burn.
Right.
Keep looking at that windshield. Windshield is much bigger, which is your future. It's much bigger than that rear view mirror. Because every time you go back there, this is another. I'm still in this out of the 4 agreements. The 4 agreements say, forget everything in the past. Do not forget it, but don't harp on it. Don't stay there. Because every time you harp on it, stay there. If it happened 5 years ago, you reliving that 5 years ago, and you can't move forward.
Yep.
So that's why you got to get over it. There's nothing wrong with looking at it and say, if I do this, I'm going to go back there, and I don't want to go back there and keep going. But if you go back there and say, he, she, it, always takes responsibility for everything that happened to you. Because if you wait for somebody else, this is what I do know. If you wait for somebody else to change the things that happen in your life, and they got their own,
they got their own thing, right?
They dealing with their own thing. They got time to think about you.
Right.
If you take responsibility, this is the best advice I ever got. One of them.
Yeah, and there's plenty out there. Yeah.
Some of the best advice.
Right.
They say always take responsibility for anything that happens to you. Because if you take responsibility, whatever happens to you, that means you can control the changes in your life. Because you blame responsibility of something that happened to you on somebody else, you wait for that person to make changes in your life, and 9 times out of 10, it would never happen because that person had their own problems.
Right, got their own stuff they're doing.
They ain't thinking about you, and you're thinking about the stuff that happened to you.
Right.
Go ahead, what they say? Just say
African values tell us about Sankofa. Yep. Got to look forward and not backwards. Yep.
I like it.
Exactly.
I like it. I never heard about
Be love.
Sankofa. Have you heard Sankofa?
I've heard the name before. I didn't know what it really meant, but that's good.
Okay.
That's
like
deep.
it.
Be love.
Be love. Thank you.
Yep.
Man, thank you, Be love. We love you also. Thank you for coming in tonight. We love you, man. That's awesome.
Learning new
check
stuff.
That out. Sankofa.
Sankofa, yeah.
I got to write that down. I ain't never heard of that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've heard it before. But like again, it's universal. Like for the principles, Africa, Middle East, whatever, you know what I mean? It's the stuff is there.
For your car analog, stay looking in the side view mirror,
right?
Too, because capitalism, racism, patriarchy, and all the also out there. I agree 100%.
It's all there. It's there.
I agree 100%.
Yes, and
I agree 100%.
Yep.
I agree 100%.
Exactly. Just keep
but
focused.
Keep focused. Those side view mirrors are small too. Acknowledge them. Keep looking forward.
Exactly. Yep. That's yeah. Good. Yeah. Good point. Acknowledge. Like you can't. Yeah. You can't ignore it. Yeah. You can't ignore it. You acknowledge it and then keep it and keep doing what you're doing.
Well, man, we're gonna take time to thank our sponsor real quick.
Yes, sir.
Man, the time is almost gone already, man. We're gonna take time to thank our sponsors real quick.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Man, I'm telling you, man. We're gonna say thank you to Norma D Treasures on eBay. Look, we got thousands. They got thousands and thousands of items up there. Look, supporter. You be supporting the community. You be supporting us, and we got. Look, I'm telling you, man. We got some big things at RP and the Bmore Party is going to happen. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure you like, share. Subscribe.
Yep.
Hit that notification because some big things going to come. And I'm telling you, big things going to come. He said that's why forgiveness start with you first, then others to loosen the whole she has on you. Yep. I agree with that. I agree with that. I like your perspective, Don. I agree with that.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yep.
I agree with that. So yeah, man.
That's
hey,
beautiful.
man, we got a couple more minutes, man. I'm gonna get a mic to you for a couple of minutes, man.
I mean, I think
anything to say, man.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we've been, like I love this kind of stuff. And again, like I said, we talk about Buddhism and this other thing. But I love the again, like we started, talking. I love the universalness of things, the commonality, things we got in common.
Yes.
Being human.
Yes.
I think I love that. I love kind of meeting somebody, talking to them.
Yes.
You see somebody like, I don't know what this person comes from. He's a different color. He's a different this. He's a different that. But once you start talking, we all kind of want the same thing. Want to be seen. Want to be heard. We don't want to be loved. We don't want to be hurt. You know what I mean? Like that's universal. It's there. And always say the same. All the principles we've been talking about. Four agreements. What is different religions and all that stuff. And a lot of times we, especially with politics and everything else, we focus on the 1% difference. You know what I mean? And like we're 99% the same with everything.
Absolutely.
And we harp on the 1% of like or whatever difference, and it's crazy. So this is what it's all about, man. We're all great. We all kind of want the same thing. Like they say, we all walking each other. We're gonna die. Like we're all gonna do this thing and die.
Loud,
we just we all gonna die. Well, you know what I mean? Because some people can't.
Right.
Whatever. We all gonna die. You know what I mean? We just walking each other home, man. So we just here on this planet, the big rock spinning around. Don't know. Some people think they know what's happening, but there's a lot of mysteries out there. We don't know what's happening. Big rock spinning around the sun, and then we just walking each other home. Like we going, you know what I mean? So just make this place as pleasant as you make the experience as pleasant as you can.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Acknowledge the 99%, similarities we all got. You know what I mean? And that's it, man. That's all I got. Love this platform. Love you guys out there. Donna, April, Be Love. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Yep. We also acknowledge the background. Yep. Acknowledge our tech support.
The stream event.
Yep. Stream event. I mean, like they do an awesome job making us look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Event stream team. Like they're awesome. Yeah. They're awesome. Appreciate you guys making us look good. Yeah, man. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Well, you know me. Look, this platform was meant. We could have did a whole lot of different things and a lot of craziness to get likes and stuff. But I think it's enough of that out there. This is enough of that out there. We're about people would just let your talent show, and whatever your talent is good enough. Whatever it is, and your talent will not allow you to do harm to somebody else. It won't allow, you won't feel good about doing it. It won't allow you to, because that's where the universe is set up. Now you can choose to do something wrong and it will work for you for a certain length of time. But you reap what you sow. And deep in your hearts of hearts, you already know. I looked at this documentary about the Iceman. Iceman was a cold-blooded killer. Right. He killed people for the mafia, right? It was an HBO special, one of them specials, and even he had so much love for his daughter. Right. He knew what he did was wrong. Right. But he felt like that's what he had to do to survive. Right. But when it comes to somebody, he knew it was wrong because he didn't want nobody to harm his daughter. Right. Right. Even his heart. Right. Right. Yeah. He knew it was wrong what he was doing. Right. But in the end, he got arrested and he told on everybody because now he want to save his life because he knew what he did was wrong. Right. So all I'm saying is your talent will make room for you, but your talent will not infringe on nobody else's. Because what's for you. All I'm telling y'all, strive for your greatness, because greatness is in everybody. Yeah, yeah. All you have to do is strive for, and stop looking in the rearview mirror. Right, right. You can look at it, look at your side view, you can look at it to acknowledge it, but focus on that windshield. Right. And I told somebody that today. Right. Keep looking at it, because the windshield is much bigger. Your future's much brighter than your past. Right. Yeah. 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 And it's just all it does makes you sad or anxious. You know what I mean? Looking back makes you sad. You know. That's it. And then if it happened 10, 12 years ago, soon you start staring at that rearview mirror, you can be back 10, 12 years ago. Right. Right. And you can be stuck there. Right. Right. And like I say, and people, the brain is.
the brain. Like I say, it's a beautiful, it's a good slave, but a terrible master. So if you let your mind kind of stay back there and start thinking about all the stuff, it's gonna get you anxious. It's it's a beautiful servant.
It is,
but it's a horrible master. So you kind of you know what I mean? Yeah.
And one more thing, nobody has the answer for you. Your answer is in the experience, your experience. That's what the answer is. I can tell you what happened to me.
Right. Yeah. Right. And what works for you.
What works for me.
Right.
But there is a saying also.
Right.
But you're still in the experience. They say a smart man learns from his mistakes.
Right.
But a wise man learns from others.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's out there. All the stuff is out there. Everybody's done it. Ain't nothing new. Like you say, ain't nothing new under the sun. Yep, it's out there. People done it. People talked about it. Like you say, people wrote about it. Donna say,
okay, go ahead.
We're not leaving here alive, so make the best out of your life. Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Well, family, we love you. Your talent will make room for you. You know, we didn't have that Wild Out show, but you know, the show is Wild Out. The show is wild out because it's in your heart, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, that's my jam right here. I love this. I love this right here. You know,
come on back.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him out of there.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is cool. I enjoy this. This is what this platform is for.
Yeah, right. That's
exactly what this platform is for. And we appreciate everybody that came in the chat, everybody that had something to say. And please like, share it, and we're gonna continue to do this. And we love, be loved. We thank you for these books. We're gonna have to check on those too because I was unfamiliar with what's his name.
The Sankofa.
I was unfamiliar with him, but I'm gonna have to check him out also. But family, we love you.
Yeah.
Your talent will make room for you. Got anything to say before we go?
Nah, same thing, man. Like, thank you, Donna. Thank you, April. And y'all come up here, chop it up with us. Come on down. Come on down. We can talk.
Anybody can do anything.
Yep.
I don't care. Juggle ping pong.
Just come talk. Yeah, just come on.
Up. Hey, look, we need you. Look, we need y'all up here too with us.
Right.
We need y'all up here to help us.
Right. April, bring some food when you come.
April,
like the stuff you cooking.
Come on down.
Come on down. Like we love you. Really appreciate it.
We got a lot of guests coming up next week. We're supposed to have a councilman coming in.
Right.
We got some business people coming in. We got a saxophonist coming in soon.
Right.
We got a lot of great things coming, and just stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned, and thank y'all for y'all support, man.
Right.
Thank you, and we're gonna thank. Look, I'm telling y'all, been doing this for 2 months now.
Yeah, about 2 months. Yep, 2.5.
We got 365 subscribers in 2 months.
That's awesome.
Man, we thank every last one of y'all.
Yep.
Every last one of you. We appreciate it. We love you. And man, we here for you. We already know we not here. What I say?
We here for them.
We here for y'all. We know this is not for everybody.
Right.
But it's for somebody.
Yeah. Yep.
So
we sharing what we know and what we learn, you know. Learning from you all.
Learning from y'all.
Yep.
Shoot, I just learned that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's all about. We walking each other home.
Anything? We got 2 minutes.
That's it.
Your talent will make room for you. We love you, and we're out of here. Let's go. So yeah, that was great, man.
That was awesome. Yeah,
that was awesome.
Got it all.
So that was quick.
Yeah. I know that.
It's a cold world, a cold one. It's a cold world. Yeah. It's a cold world, a cold one. It's a cold world. Yeah. I've been looking to the stars like I'm a astronaut, and this pain hurts so much, so I smoke that gas a lot. I've been hiding from myself, cause I tryna get caught, and you know I right my wrongs. That's some shit that I can't stop now. I've been searching for my soul, cause it's been missing. Imagine cooking breakfast, bullets flying through the kitchen. How you wait for it to stop, just wait.